It's time for me to take a jab at a highly requested deck, Imbue DK. Now, this is a deck that a lot of people have been asking for over the past few weeks since the miniset came out. I wanted to give it a little bit of my own unique twist to the deck. So we are turning the stereotypically aggro deck into, drumroll please, a aggro deck with a OTK combo at the end game. This combo is going to be quite simple. Since the deck does rely on quite a few end of turn effects, such as Muncher or Quilter, we can actually double these end of turn effects with Deios. Now for the Mulligan guide. First thing you're going to be watching out for is going to be Morbid Swarm, since it's your only first turn play. Then you're going to be looking for any of the Imbue cards. Finality is probably the most important, since it also acts as draw power and also enables your pedal picker. Then any type of draw power cards are great to keep too, and Poison Breath as the final card you're looking for. Now with all being said, let's look at some game. Okay, DK. I will say this, Marlone might be a little bit of a bait in this list. We might end up cutting him for something else. I haven't really decided. To be fair, we don't actually know what DK deck we're facing against, but we're just passing it. That's the one downside with this deck. I don't want to run the other like Handbuff card in this list. That's a one cost because half of our deck isn't undeads. Okay, just hero power going face. Okay, slamming our weapon into their face. Okay, let's use Guardian, go face. And this is probably... Every time I get like a decent replay with this deck, it feels like the games are like super short, so this might actually be just a... Is this... It's not technically a mirror if they're just hand buff. Finality. We finally can imbue our hero power a little bit more. We're at +4 attack. I'm going to coin out the Baron, and then we're just going to pass it. Actually, nah, just pass it. That's actually a really nice top deck, too. We can do the Puppeteer next turn.
Eyes on the horizon! I can't dance any faster! Can't this thing dance any faster?
Alright, slam both of these down. Get rid of the one without Reborn, and I guess... nah. We'll just... Yeah, we probably should trade into this. I guess they could use... What's the Death Speaker is the card that I'm trying to think of. That's always a fun angle. That's also another one of those cards that I just forgot existed, and I just remembered it by hindsight. Okay, they'll heal. We have the Quilter in hand, which is going to nuke their board. And if it lives, then real fun position. Quilter, 6 damage, or 10 damage, go face. Clear out the board, and come on, don't have 8 damage. Don't have another Pterodax, please. That isn't enough.
What's your dream destination?
Okay, that's a weird card in that list to have. Yes. Okay, we go face. We slam down Deios. We get rid of this one. Oh, we're gonna be 2 off, aren't we? Close, but no cigars. Filter. Wait a second. Actually, if they leave themselves at 2 HP, we slam down a muncher to munch on their face and say goodbye to their chances of winning.
This contest has been illuminated.
Nom. Go face, my buddy. This is probably one of the better openings we can get besides having of the imbue cards. Alright. We'll use ants here. And then we'll use our hero power next turn. We'll probably draw with Baron the following turn, unless we draw into one of the bajillion imbue cards. Okay. I'm assuming this is Protoss, because it always is Protoss.
Cannot do that.
But yeah, it's actually technically shield battery does not tell me if it is Protoss or if it isn't Protoss, because people do run shield battery just for the armor gain, and I can't blame them. I'm one of those people. It could be dragons, it could be Toki. Actually, Toki kind of has dropped off the face of the planet. It could be no spell, or minion. Yeah, no spell. Well, I guess we'll see what we can get. Geist. Stuffy? Actually, probably should have just slammed down the Stuffy to get... I forgot it was reduced. At least we're drawing card. Finality, we can finally start imbuing ourselves. Okay. Finality, we can finally... Oh, man. I didn't even recognize that when I said that. I was like, oh. I'm leaning towards no minion. I wouldn't actually mind going against no minion because I think we actually have a decent chance against no minion. Okay. You know, the more I talk, the more I'm like, yeah, we have a better chance of it being no spell. They just proved me wrong, and it's just Protoss. Okay, let's slam down both puppeteers. Because we have everything that we need in our hand. Or everything we would want to be buffed up, right? Are they going to be able to get rid of all of these?
Time is short.
Okay. We're at 9 cards in hand. We draw 2 here. Perfect. And next turn we can use the blood tap to buff up everything. And you're banned. Okay, but yeah, we can do blood tap into Baron, maybe? They're freezing our hero, but that doesn't actually do anything. Yeah. Well, this way we're not burning anything. Okay, okay. Swarm Guard's kind of fun. We have +4. 11 card or 13 cards in deck. One of them is what we want the most, which is the Deios. If we get Deios in by 2 turns, then the cultures are going to be really, really funny.
Drink with me, friend.
Really bouncing that back. I guess freezing this out, yeah. Okay. We use this. And one of the quilters with the poison breath. This way, do a good chunk of damage to the board, get rid of their face, make them feel like that they actually have to slam down the skater on the quilter. The armor gain is going to annoy the hell out of me, though. Okay. If we slam this down, we hit there. Then I'll take a draw. Or 2 draws, I should say. Morbid Swarm. Because or 3 draws, because I forgot we had this one too. The good, okay, so it's not really good news. The good news is they only have a discount of 2 on a Colossus. The bad news is we have to finish them off in a single turn if they do slam it out of the Colossus. Actually, no, we don't. We have Muncher in hand because we can slam down the Muncher and then it would be fine. Up. Make me draw 2. Require Quilter. But they don't have enough mana for this, so that's the good thing. We slam down Swarm, this hits here. We slam down Muncher, that heals us. We use this. Muncher, go face. And now we're still alive. And if we top deck Deios with this will have 32 points of damage, so we actually are probably in a pretty decent position. Now, if they have another buy one, get one freeze, we're kind of screwed. Oh, wait, no, they randomly generated it. They didn't use it, so. Or run it, I should. Come on, give me a good replay here, buddy. I will say this. I do clickbait a lot with making making a lot of decks centered around... Wait. That's not enough damage. I have a plan. Kind of. Finality doesn't get me what I want. Poison breath is what I wanted. Because I know what this is going to do. This will trigger before this. If it didn't, then... Oh, shit. I probably shouldn't have attacked through that. But we do have the other Muncher in hand. Actually, no, it would have healed no matter what. It would have just healed for a little bit less. Please, please. They did not have it. I'm taking that as they did not have it. We have 3 cards left in deck. Game. Give me exactly Deios. Deios top deck, please. 1 and 3. That isn't Deios. Alright, we still have game, probably, right? We slam down this, and we slam down this, and then we just pass it back, and we munch, munch, munch on their face, face, face. Saying goodbye to that Protoss. Okay, Paladin, let's see what they have in store for us. It's probably Aura Paladin. Aura Paladin tends to be the most popular Paladin. Red Raptor is also a card that I'm thinking about cutting out of the list. Because I forgot, I really only have one low-cost Death Rattle minion, and while it is another draw power card, I think we could put in Toy Snatching Geist. I think that would be probably a little bit better. Opener's a bit better than what we had previously. Let's just use this to get our 2 ants. They didn't do anything. Okay. Let's use Knight here. Go face. At least we can imbue our way to victory. Hopefully, maybe. I will say this. I actually... Even though I built the deck the way I have built it, I actually haven't had a game where I got double trigger of our hero power with Deios. So I'm assuming it works, right? That's like an added benefit that we don't have to hit our hero power. It's just a passive ability, but I don't know for sure. Most of the time, you're just looking to get the wombo combo of double filter or... like, holy, what deck is this? Is this Terran Paladin? Last time I saw someone playing Terran Paladin, it was Clark. But that was like months ago. I also tried to do it briefly, too. There's Quilter. That's good, that's good, that's good. I think I just want to go face. Because eventually, well... we do have Poison Breath and Quilter in hand, so it might not be that big of an issue. The ramp, whenever Blizzard gives ramp to any other class that isn't Druid, Egg. Okay, so it is Terran. That's, honestly, look, I know I complained a lot about the StarCraft shenanigans that go on in the meta, but I will never complain about Terran Paladin. I say this as, who knows, maybe we'll lose this game, but... it's just... It was like the one Terran deck that didn't do anything. Like, the StarCraft decks that didn't really do much, I won't complain about, right? I'm trying to think of, like, I guess Protoss Druid really didn't do anything, but people did use the carrier for stuff, you know, like low. Protoss Rogue also kind of didn't do much. It's only Mage and Priest that I'm really sick. What are we facing against? This person... Now, did they come up with this themselves, or did they get... I have to do some research after this. We may or may not do something like this on the channel. I don't know if it's going to be this exact list. If I find the source of it, then I will change it up a bit. But I think we just got game here, right? I'm just going to put up a taunt wall. If I put up a taunt wall, they can't hit my face, right? Because that isn't enough damage to get rid of the minion, or our minion. Honestly speaking, we actually probably would have had game if I just had slant. It's fine. Okay, that didn't launch to what they needed it to. I'm assuming you give the... That's so cool. I would have... Because egg is really, really annoying to, like, get rid of. You don't ever want to get rid of it, so you end up with a easy target. That's cool. I really want to do something with this combo. I love it. I love it so much. It's me. It's me in a combo. Let's go. Cool deck. Alright, now we're through the game, so let's go to my final lots of deck. So, and I'm playing 22 games with the deck, ended up with a 38% win rate, which is alright. That's actually around where I expected the deck to end up anyways. I didn't expect too much with the deck, just because of the fact that, honestly speaking, the Imbue Hero Power for DK is basically just a worse hand buff package for DK. And after the hand buff stuff rotates out of standard, maybe this deck has a chance to shine. But as it currently stands, only giving your first undead each turn +1 attack or X attack is really not worth it too often. Overall, though, if you want to try something out like this, you can. I don't really recommend it, though you might have a little bit better success than I did because I'm not really the best aggro player. I like control, I like combo. And this type of list is just not for me, personally. Overall, though, before we end the video, special thanks to our channel members of Daniel Nascimento and Ruben. If you want to help out the channel a little bit more, you can always join one of the 3 membership tiers. If you can't afford to do that, you can always leave a like, commenting. I always respond if I can. And subscribing if you haven't already, or turning on the notification button or the new hype button. But until next time, bye-bye.